How you doing, everybody? Good afternoon. Can everybody hear me in the chat, guys? Can everybody hear me clearly? Just let me know, guys, in the chat if you can hear me, just so we can get the show on the road. Hello to all the members. Neil, Darren, Sally. Yeah, hell yeah, you can hear me. Yep. How we doing, Barry, buddy? How you doing, guys? Welcome. Do you know what? This is such exciting times. Thank you, Louis Smith. How you doing, bro? I don't know whether everyone's seen a change in me. Hiya, Sally, darling. You all right, love? I don't know whether everyone's seen a massive change in me, but the past few days I'm so excited about the new venture. As everybody knows, I'm a mental health sufferer, complex post-traumatic stress and bipolar. And if I don't have a vision and I don't have something to look forward to, my mind goes wanders, and it's not good. But having this new venture has just given me a massive boost. And as you know, the problems we've had in the past, I now keep the team behind the scenes and not publicised to anybody due to things that have happened in the past. So I'm just can't wait to bring the excitement to you guys. And as you can see there, street fight rules, backyard bare knuckle brawls. I'll tell you one thing I've found though, guys. I've found this. You know, there's a lot of talkers on YouTube, isn't there? I mean, I've had a lot of people saying they want to fight and then they don't contact you. I'll fight Decker, I'll do this, Decker. But I actually, guys, I've just put a poll out. Now, you've got to remember, Bare Knuckle Brawls, this company isn't just about having been a boxer or a kickboxer or a hard man. We also organise the YouTube beefs between people. Now, I put a poll out, Fighting Talk, who I think is a great fella. He's filmed my fight against Dean. He filmed my fight against the Bulldog. He's a good man. Reached out to me. Apparently, he's got some beef with Bobby K. I don't really know Bobby. But none of them, you know, they're not fighting lads. But I put a poll out, you know, to say if that is that a fight people want to see, and 60% said that they want to see it. So all I am waiting for now is Fighting Talk and Bobby K to email me so I can call them and organise this and get the show on the road. Because at the end of the day, guys, if you want to have a fight, less talking and more action. Do you know what I mean? But you know, we'll put it in place. We'll organise it. We'll pick the location. We'll come to you. Listen, we'll sort everything out, but it's all on the QT. And you know, nothing will be put online until the fight's over and done with. Obviously, if you want to make a call-out video or you want to get your word across or you want to say something, then I've told you, send me the videos in through email by WeTransfer, and I'll get them up on the channel. Thank you, Steve Allen, mate. Hope you're having a great day, pal. I am very sorry that life isn't good for you. Can one of my moderators please remove the imbecile? We don't need that on our show, guys. Steve Allen is called. Yeah, Steve Allen. Normally the mods are quite on the ball, like, aren't they? But I'll have to do it myself. There we go, I've done it. Bobby K. But I don't think Bobby K is a fighter. I don't think he's a fighter. But if people have got beef, then contact us and we'll get it sorted out for you. What I'm saying is, guys, you're going to get the best of fair play because I'm going to be refereeing and nobody's going to take the mick. Nobody. The thing is, the rules are, and I keep stating these rules. I mean, if Rackpool wants to fight Dean, you know, if Dean can contact me through email and Rackpool can contact me, I could sort that out. But the thing is, guys, this is one thing you've got to understand is there's a lot of talk and not action on YouTube. I mean, I know you're laughing there, Kipper, about Bobby K. I know he's not a fighter. I know that. But what I'm saying is when you have beef with someone, at least it takes bottle to get another fight. Hey, listen, win or lose, man, it takes a bit of bottle to... Come on, you know yourself, Kipper, if you've had a few street fights, mate. Listen, I've been in many fights, and I'll tell you what, I get scared, man. I get butterflies, but I use that to my advantage. But I also understand, get seriously hurt. But you got to remember, I would not pit him up against a proper fighter. I don't think Fighting Talk is a fighting man. He'll probably tell you that himself. But apparently there's been a lot of beef back and forth between them two. Fighting Talks contacted me, wants me to organise it, and I'll do that. But I will not put anybody in there that's under the influence of drugs. And if you know, and I'm safety is paramount to us, guys. You know what I mean? It is a paramount to us. So yeah, but I just, you know, is everybody looking forward to the fights ahead? I just want to announce we've got our first fight. I'm not telling you the date. A guy called Ben and Jack. Now, to be honest with you, these two are tasty fellas. The lad Jack, he can fight. He's I've been looking at him. I do my research. I like to have a look at these fighters. I'll fight you, Decker. How much is it? If you email me at Decker Reloaded, if one of my mods can put the reloaded email up, mate, I'll have a chat with you. Like I say, guys, we're not paying massive amounts because we're just starting the company off. But when we get off the ground, then that'll be the case. But you will get paid before you step in the ring. On the day when you come down, you'll get the payment before the fight. And I'm a firm believer in looking after the fighters that way because we've seen many people get ripped off. I mean, I've had it myself, guys, in the bare knuckle game. I'll just put it up, JJ Reloaded. That's my email, guys, if you want to contact me. You know what I mean? It's just all I'm doing, guys. Listen, I'm not saying I'm nothing special. I'm no Eddie Hearn. I'm no Frank Warren. You know, I'm not trying to compete with any companies. You know, at the end of the day, BKB and the BKFC are the best in the world, right? We're not like them. We're not trying to be like them, right? And we never will be like them. What I'm trying to do is I want to bring the old school bare knuckle tradition back in the fact that, and I'm going to try and explain it as good as I can. Now, I admire the way the big companies have made bare knuckle fighting mainstream by taking it in the rings. But my issue is the boxing rules and the point scoring. Now, to me, this is just my opinion. People might disagree with me. But I think bare knuckle is a fight where there's no rule, there's no rounds, and you don't get a rest period. And if you're knocked down, you get a 20-second chance to recover. And it's either one man gets knocked out or one man gives up. That is my way. That's what I think. If you guys disagree with me, let me know. Thank you, Charlie. I mean, let me know, guys. If you think I'm wrong, then, you know, I accept your opinion. But on the other side of it, I understand that for bare knuckle fighting to go mainstream, you have to go down the route of boxing rules. But I want to bring back old school bare knuckle with safety in place, with a medical team, to two men having it out without judges, without scoring, who's the hardest man. And the aim of my company is to find the next governor. I want to find the next hardest man, the next Lenny McLean, your next Roy Shaws. Who is the hardest man? You know, he's out there. And listen, I'm telling you now, there's a lot of men out there that haven't fought bare knuckle. I'll give you a prime example. Paul Venice, hard as nails, very hard man, gentleman. And what I like about Paul is he speaks about mental health, but he's one hard man, and he hasn't fought bare knuckle yet. But this is what I'm saying. There's that many guys out there that are hard that haven't fought bare knuckle yet. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to unearth the next hardest man governor, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the next hardest man governor. And I mean, that's just a little ambition of mine to find. I've got a good eye for talent, man. I can look at a man. I can walk in a pub and tell you who's hard and who isn't by the way they present themselves, by the way they treat people. I mean, normally the loud ones are normally the ones that couldn't fight sleep. The loud ones will hide behind the big boy. The loud one will cause the trouble, and it's always the big boy that has to finish it. Thank you for the super sticker, GJ. Can you have a spanner, Wesley? Well, I don't really know you that well, mate. If you became a member, you could, pal. 100%. I don't know. Do you know Benny Patterson? Bro, he's an old-time bare knuckle fighter. I've heard the name, actually, mate. Aye. But the thing is, guys, right, I want to listen. We've all got insecurities, and we're all, like our safety. You got to remember, me and my father went down to a camp in Oxford to fight Dean. Right, respect to Dean for fighting me. And I'm telling you now, they were the nicest family. We are, honest to God, such lovely people. They treated us with the greatest respect, put food on, seen the best of fair play, and they were just lovely, lovely people, right? Never judge a book by its cover, right? Most of the travelling community are absolutely lovely people, right? And like I said, they all love a good fight, and I respect that, right? So what I'm trying to do, guys, when you come down to our fights, you'll come with one person. You can bring your best mate, you can bring your dad, you can bring someone who you feel will have your back, but no one will have to have your back because I'm there, and no one's going to take the mick, right? I'll be there, and no one else. There won't be crowds. The only crowd that will be there is 4 members at a time. If I've got members now on the channel now, guys. If you go to me, if you click join and look at my new perks, you will see the 2 new perks. There is a perk where you can attend the backyard brawls, and there is a second perk where you can attend every single one, and also get the chance to referee and see fair play with me. Morning, cracking business. Thank you very much, Real Dan. Thank you, bro. Thank you, mate. Totally appreciate it. I'm not afraid of no crowd, mate. You don't turn up on a camp with your dad and be afraid of a crowd, pal. Crowd aren't. Listen, I don't care about getting punched and bruised and this and that. That doesn't bother me, pal. Outside of Bareknuckle, I'm a nutcase, mate. But people don't see that side of me, because it's all about respect. Well, I think it will work. And will I be fighting on it too? Of course I will. I've always said, guys, I'm not going to do something. I want to set an example to the lads. If I'm going to run a company and make it a success, then I've got to be part of it myself and spill blood. And that's just my belief, that if you expect everyone else to do it, you need to do it yourself. There's a lot of promoters out there that have never had a fight in their life. And the thing is, guys, I'm coming from experience. I've been there. I've spilled blood. I've had good fights. I know what it feels like to go through that pain. I know what it feels like to nearly want to give up, but you just keep carrying on. I know that feeling of a fighter. I know the feeling of the night before when the nerves are kicking in and the butterflies are kicking in and you feel, listen, any man that tells you they do not get scared are lying. Okay? They're lying. Now then, was looking at your videos on the All or Nothing podcast last night, and you've changed loads, mate, and for the better. Thank you, Kush. Thank you. Genuine. Listen, ask us anything, bro. Big up Decker, Silver Fox, thank you, mate. I am in a good place, guys, because I've got good people around me. But I do think that if I'm to take this further, then I need to be a part of it and spill blood myself, because I can't say to these lads, get in there and have a fight and get yourself all bust up, and I'll just stand on the sideline and referee and watch it. Nah, man. I have to lead by example as an owner of the company and do it myself to set an example for the other lads to say, do you know what, respect to Decker, we'll do it, we'll get amongst it and we'll get in there, do you know what I mean? And if I do fight anyone, there's going to be, I've got no beef with them, we're friends, we'll have a scrap, right? We'll spill blood and we'll go for something to eat after it. That's what it's all about. But obviously as well, we're bringing the YouTube brawls into it as well. We're bringing the people that have got beef. If you've got beef with each other, leave the beef for us to sort out for you. We'll arrange it. We'll get it sorted out, and that's it. Never give up, Decker. Epic path you're on. Thank you, mate. But like I say, guys, if you click, but listen, if any members want to come on, there's a link in the live chat. You can click and come up. You can come on the live with me now and have a little chat and tell us what you think about the idea. The link's there for people to come on, but I'm only bringing members on because I don't really want to bring people that aren't members, just in case they do a certain person with a hedgehog head who actually put filth on one time, and I had to re-edit the video, which isn't good. Serious note, I would love to invest into the startup. I see it turning over real money in 2 years. Well, that's what we're looking for, mate. We're looking for sponsorships. I'd obviously speak to my team, but Real Don Pepper, if you are genuinely interested, email me at Decker Reloaded, DECCA REALOADED @gmail.com. Decker donated 300 to PayPal, which is I haven't got a PayPal, mate. There's me, Don Pepper. There's my email, bro. Just donated 300. I haven't got PayPal, guys. I've got buy me a coffee. Thank you, Positive Vibes. Really appreciate that, bro. Members, you might click from the top or sometimes. If you are going to donate, guys, just do it on here. Do it on here, or I've got to buy me a coffee. But to be honest with you, I'm not. I hate to be tapping off people, man. At the end of the day, I've had a lot of grief for it, you know. But I'm just going to try and do this. And you know, I do need a little bit of help, obviously, with sponsorship and get someone behind us that can back us. Obviously, we'll have a meeting with my team. We'll sit down with you. We'll go through what we can offer you, and what you can bring to the table. But you know, £300 buy me a coffee. You'll probably, I don't know about the buy me a coffee. It's not in some of the recent video links. It's in it's a little bit further. Listen, mate, you don't need to give me £300, mate. If you want to donate, just donate on here, 20 quid. Just put it in here, 20 quid, mate. I don't want 300 quid off you, mate. You're all right, bro. Just don't be stupid, man. Once we're making you, bro, you'll be a millionaire. To be honest with you, mate, when I do this, we probably will come across some problems, but I'm not going to stop because I'm so. The thing is with me, my care is for the fighters, and that is why I'm saying that the fighters are going to be paid before the fight. Now, people are saying, well, why are you paying them? They can run away. I don't mean paying them the night before. I mean, when they turn up on the day, they're going to get an envelope with the money in, because I think, listen, fighters come first, right? Without fighters, you haven't got a company, right? This company isn't about me. It's not about my team. It is about the fighters, okay? It's about the men that have put on their life on the line, spilling blood for their family to make a bit of crust, all right? I mean, there's lads out there. Listen, there's plenty of lads, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for tough, hard men, right? You don't need to be a pro boxer. You don't need to have... Listen, you're not contracted to us, okay? No contracts will be handed out. You've got no... We don't own anything over you, right? If you want to fight on our shows, and then when you want to go and fight on other shows, of course, because at the end of the day, you're a fighter, and that's what you deserve, and that's your living. For me, I don't really like the companies that try and hold you to ransom, or we're free fight contract with us, but you can't fight for anybody else. So I don't agree with that. I'm more of a fight for us and fight for anybody else you want. Like, you're not listen, at the end of the day, we'll just pay you for fighting. We're not, you're doing us a favour. You're helping us, and we'll help you, and it's all scratching each other's back. But I do think the fighters should come first, and the fighters are paramount to the company. And for me and the lads that are behind the scenes, we all agree that the fighters deserve all the credit. So, I changed it, mate. I changed the epic story tomorrow. I wanted to revamp it up. It was actually my friend came up with the idea of doing this. He said, Decker, you're a bare knuckle fighter. Why not come out? Because I'm not going to take credit for this. The credit goes to my friend who I can't name. And he says, Decker, you're a bare knuckle fighter. Why don't you do a company and do it? And I thank him for giving us the idea, because it isn't me. I'm not going to sit here and take the credit because it wasn't my idea. But it's a great. What he's come up with is an absolute gem of an idea. But yeah, but we are looking for sponsorships. I think what we're saying is, I think the way it's going to happen on the first fight, without giving too much away, is there's going to be 4 tripods. Okay, so there's going to be 4 cameras set up. So we're going to be filming the fight from different angles, so you're going to get different angle shots. But whoever sponsors us with sponsorship will be £299. That will give you a 16-foot banner, and that'll be put up right in front of one of the cameras. So one of the cameras is always going to be on your business logo, and you'll also get advertised and exposure on, if you click on the links, all our social media links, background Bareknuckle Fighting links, you'll get that. But if you seriously want to invest in us, then obviously we'll go on a 3-way call with my team, 4-way call, and we'll talk and arrange a meeting face to face and have a chat. But yeah, but opened up. Yeah, but that's what I'm doing, mate. That's what I'm doing, bro. You have it. The thing is, when people don't understand, when you start a business, you have to invest yourself. That's why we're trying to look for sponsorship, to get a little bit of help, because when you're starting a business, you do have to invest. Sometimes you've got to speculate to accumulate. Sometimes you've got to take a loss to gain in the future. And also, I'm looking for lads that are just coming out of prison. I'm looking for lads that have just finished doing time. They want to come out, make a bit of a name for themselves. They're welcome on the shows. I know a lot of tough lads that are doing time in prison that are due out soon. Give me an email. We'll have a chat. Get you on. Listen, it doesn't matter, right? It does not matter what background you are from, what race you are from, right? Everybody is welcome for a fight, okay? But I'm not gonna put a non-fighter in with a fully fledged bare knuckle fighter. Won't happen. It'll be fair. Like I say, with Fight and Talk and Bobby K, but I put a vote out for that, and people are voting for that. But it's the thing is, I don't want this company to be a laughing stock, and neither do the lads behind me. We want to be taken serious. Pay-per-view, nah, we're not charging anybody, mate. And you'll probably agree with me. It's not Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, is it? We're a YouTube company putting out fights, and we're not going to be charging people to watch them. I think that would just be pure greed, wouldn't it? Unless it's Derek Heggie fighting, you know what I mean? But nah, you're coming to come and few north here, Alan. Does everybody agree with me that with it being YouTube, fights should be free for the fans? You know what I mean? How are you doing, Leslie Love? Does everyone agree with me that with it being YouTube, fights should be free for YouTube? I won't be messaging you, Bill Corbu. You need to email me, mate, at Decker Reloaded. But yeah, but no, there'll be no pay-per-views, mate. Definitely not. Definitely not. Don't get us wrong. If we got bigger, and you're getting the extra, and then you're getting the likes of top fully fledged influencers with 2 or 3 million followers fighting, and then fair enough. But for me, the highest I would ever go is $2.99. I don't believe in all this 20-bar pay-per-views and that. That's like Tyson Fury. I don't get these people, these companies, bare knuckle companies, charging £15-16, man. How is, man? £1.99, £2. You've got the thing, especially with YouTube, you've got to make it affordable for the working man, for the people that don't work, for the people that are on the sick, for the people that have got disabilities that can't go to work, but like to see entertainment on YouTube. You've got to make it affordable for people. Do you know what I mean? Aye, free to start, mate. You are doing the right thing with the membership route. Smart move. Thank you, Don. I like your input, bro. Listen, like you say, have you got me email, Don? Decker, I can't wait to watch the fights, but as a business, how can you make money? YouTube. Tell you what, thank you for that donation, Sally darling. Thank you. Listen, I really appreciate that. But the people are asking, how do you make it? It's YouTube, isn't it? But you've got, like I say, guys, you have to. Of course, it makes sense, bro. The free viewing, like for the brand to grow. You can't just start a company and then do a pay-per-view first fight. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, where's man? You know what I mean? What it is with business guys, people have to know what they're investing in. So if we don't get sponsors at the start, fair enough. I totally accept that because they don't know what they're investing in. But if then you're seeing something as a brand that is like, you know what, there's something here, then you can. You know what I mean? But I actually believe as a fighter that doing it this way is going to go big. No, listen, Pete Porter, Kendall, man, you don't need to be sending 450 quids to buy me coffees, mate. I wait. Like, not at all, mate. I'd rather you give that to charity, pal. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind like the odd donation of 20 quid or something on here, man, but big fights could be paid. Well, I'm not, like I said, I don't want to look into the future because I don't want to jinx anything, but I kind of want to take it step by step. And you know yourself, guys, Rome wasn't built in a day. For me, it takes time. It takes a lot of dedication and commitment, which we've got with the team. It also takes, you know, we've got to get the fighters. We've got to actually get people that want to come on and have a fight. Oh, yeah. Well, what I've done, guys, if you click join, I'll put 2 new perks up. And the perks get you can attend the fights, get obviously your pictures took with the fighters and stuff, and also the other perk actually gives you a chance to see fair play with me, so you can referee. I mean, people would love that, wouldn't they? Refereeing with us, you can referee the fight with me, and you know, YouTube is a Kafka. Rome wasn't built in a day. That a huge potential here. I'm glad you see the potential, real Don. Like I really do, mate, because you're on the same wavelength as me and the lads. We think the same. We do. And drama and fights bring views on YouTube. But you know, I don't want to be bringing fights that are just you're watching it and you're like, I want to bring proper fights. That's why I'm kind of looking for hard men, tough men, and the 2 lads that I've just got recently that are going to be first up. Both of them are gamers badges, man. And also, guys, I want to explain as well that we don't really have a weight limit, but I'm going by the maybe two stone mark. So, like, if I don't know, I mean, if I get someone that's 83 kilo, I'll put him up against a heavyweight. But I'm not going to put a heavyweight up against a lightweight but you got to understand, guys, right? The reason why I'm not having weight limits is because I've said this 20 million times this week. A bloke who's 12 stone comes to me in the pub and says, Decker, I want to have a fight with you. I'm like that to him. You couldn't give us 4 months to lose a bit of weight, could you, mate? Nah. You're getting stuck in, man, and you're having a fight. Do you know what I mean? Well, that's what it's all about. This is what it's about. It is about getting in there, game, and having a fight. I've seen men 11 stone knock out 15, 16 stone blokes, man. It happens because you don't grow muscle on your chin. But if you've got a good chin, it's a bonus. But yes, but you're on. Oh, well, you've got. Aye. Everyone loves to see a good straight, and that's the thing, guys. So I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna explain a few things, and you'll probably notice I'm not sniffling a lot now because I've got my sinuses. People obviously thought I was on the old Pablo Escobar pure, but I wasn't. I haven't touched drugs for a very long time. I've got sinus problems when I got my nose knocked through off Stephen Miller. Rest in peace, Stephen. He knocked my wall through in my nose, 23 stone bloke. And ever since, I've had problems with my phone running there. You know what I mean? But it's getting a little bit better now. What you drinking? Tea or coffee? Coffee, mate. But I have a little bit of honey. But I do the intermittent fasting. I have my first meal at 12, and I'll have 4 healthy meals till 8 o'clock, and then I'll fast for 16 hours. Hillbilly fuckers. If you can. But like I say, guys, you can become a member. You can become a member of the channel for $4.99 a month. And what that'll do is, now that we've got a team behind us, you'll be brought you'll be members content. But I want to state this to everybody right now, that there'll be no fights on members only. It will be public for all of you people. All right, you're not going to be charged for watching my fights. Not a chance in hell. You're getting them for free, and that's the bottom line. All right, that is the bottom line. You're right, Don. I built this channel in with 10k subs in 8 months, and you're on another channel with 30,000 subs. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, guys. People don't understand. I have a very good business brain, and also I'm very good with YouTube and the algorithms, the hashtags, how to build a channel. My official All or Nothing podcast, with the help of my editor Axel, we built the official All or Nothing podcast. We got 31,000 subscribers in 10 months. This one, I built this in May. I actually built this channel. It was the Epic Story of Tomorrow when I was sectioned in a mental hospital. That's where the idea came from. And then I was talking to my pal. As I say, I'm not going to take credit for it at all, but we came together with both our ideas, me being a fighter, him being very intelligent in the fact that of marketing and stuff. And we've put our ideas together and came up with this. So I changed the name to exactly what it's going to be about. But don't forget, guys, I will be still doing, normal talks, mental health, people who suffer, interacting with the members, stuff like that. But you're going to see proper good fights. Yeah, new sport taken up online now. So I love this. I love it. I love the power slapping. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I tell you what, there's some boys, man. Have you seen some of the slaps that they do, man? Some of them heavyweights, well, wow. But that Dana White's taken over it now, so I reckon it'll go massive. Only problem with fighting format is 1 fight a night, not 10. Like I'm supposed to, not every fight is going to be a barnstormer. We're going to try and get 2 and 3 fights on the day, mate. But if you've noticed, football wonder kids, if you notice, mate, normally with bare knuckle fighting with no rounds and you've got 2 proper tasty men, no one wants to give up with the proud, so they normally last quite a long time. So that's what we're aiming. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to. I get it. I understand you, mate. You're not going to get a barnstormer every time. But what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and match them. So you're going to get that. The 2 lads that I've matched for our first are both game as a badger, and to be honest, they're both proud men, and none of them are going to give up. Spoke to them last night, and they both won it. They're both as game as badgers. You know what it was? And this is what I love about it. You know what it says to us, Decker? I don't care. Just get me a fight. I'll fight anybody. And that's what I want to hear. And that's what you call proper men. Do you know what I mean? But but no, I just want to, like I say, guys, I want to apologise as well for all the outbursts and the rants over the months. I have got myself in a good place. But a lot of people don't know, but I am diagnosed bipolar and complex post-traumatic stress, and I do get triggers. I came off my meds for a while thinking that it was a good thing to do, and I actually ended up going potty. And it's just, if you've had PTSD or you get flashbacks or you've had trauma in your life, sometimes you can see things or things get said to you, and it sets your mind off racing. And that's my problem, guys. That's why I'm diagnosed diazepam, just to keep stop my mind from overthinking. But I don't take it on a morning because I like to get all my training done, and I like to be focused on my training. So, but I'm honest. Are you having fighter press conferences? Well, I'm actually wanting. The thing is, a lot of fighters are shy, but I was actually wanting the two lads that I've got lined up. I want to do the press conferences live on the channel. So I want the two lads to come on and speak, and if they want a bit of back and forth, it's up to them. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to leave that to the fighters. I don't want to force anyone into doing it. Like I say as well, if you become a member for $4.99, you can actually come on the lives and ask the fighters questions. You can come on and co-host with me, just stuff like that. But Sinatra Decker, who had been following you for a long time, understand none of it. Nah, I know, but a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people just think I'm an absolute Fruit Loop that just loses the plot for the sake of it, but I don't. There's a lot of things I've never ever spoke about publicly, which I will do when I'm ready, and then you'll understand. I'm going to have a look at session when I play prepare the Euro on the day. But yeah, to be honest with you, Martin, a good idea, Martin. A lot of these fighters I know. Or yourself. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science, does it? I know Bags don't it back, Pads don't it back, but I'm very, very good at judging a fighter. And I could tell you if you can have a fight. I can just see it. I can see, most really good. I mean, there's a difference between bare knuckle skilled boxers. I mean, there's a difference between boxers and skilled and just a true bare knuckle fighter, man. Tell you the prime example: Davy Joyce, Young Joe Joyce, Paddy Jaws Ward, people like that. You just watch them, and they're just hardcore bare knuckle men. That's what I can see. I'm very good judge. I can weigh people up, and I can see it. That's what you call proper fighting men, hard men, you know what I mean? Then you got your boxers with your skills and your little tip taps. And the thing is with bare knuckle guys, and one thing I've always said is people think with bare knuckle, it's all about swinging big, heavy punches. I'm going to say now, advice to anybody taking bare knuckle shot, listen to these words: soft tissue shots, okay? Body. See the back of their heads? See me? I used to break someone's hand on there. Always go for soft tissue shots. Body, around that area. Body. I always say straight down the pipe. Straight shots. 1, 2, 1, 2. For me, bare knuckle is always simple. Well, a lot of people will complicate it. Now, probably, I don't know whether you've seen in the Dean fight, but I'm just making an example. Or the fight with DC, I take my time. I don't rush. I pick my shots. If you're fighting a really good boxer and really fast, then obviously it can be more of a problem. But it's just about picking your shots. People go in, weighing in, blowing themselves out with big old heavy hooks. It doesn't work, guys. And I'm giving this advice now to people who want to take up fighting or want to fight. And women can fight, Sadie. Yes, I'm looking for women fighters as well. That don't just soft tissue shots, man. Straight down the pipe. See bare knuckle fighting, 1, 2 will win you a fight all day long. Because you can break a man down. You keep hitting a man, bang, 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 straight down the middle, you're going to hurt him and break him down, and he's going to get sick. And then once he starts catching on to you hitting the 1, 2 up there, then you start hitting him in the body. Then you mix the shots up. It's called bare knuckles, about breaking a man down, breaking his heart, breaking his pride. Because some of the lads are tough as nails. You're not going to knock them out. So instead of knocking them out, you break them down and you make them quit mentally. And yourself, I mean, listen, I'm looking at, I hopefully would like to take some bare knuckle fighters on and train them. Do you know what I mean? I think I'd make a really good coach. I've got a really good eye for talent. I've got a good eye. I've got a good IQ when it comes to shots and movement. But bare knuckle for me, obviously probably not a boxing coach, but bare knuckle, I know that to a T. Is that what your show will be like? Do they do things like a follow field and runs in? Bang on Decker, straight down the pipe. Yep. Sadie Black, breath. Knock them out. No, there's no need for that. There's no need for any Any disrespect any of you guys, because the mods I'll get you removed, man. I just want everyone to be spot on, mate. I want a good community on here. I want everyone to enjoy what we're doing. I want everyone to be part of it. I want everyone to have a say. If any of the followers and the subs or the members have any ideas, put them across. Like I say, it's all about everyone. It's not just about me. It's about the fighters. It's about you guys. You know, we're bringing the content to you. You know what I mean? So, you know, if the subs want to become a member, sometimes join does not appear on the phone. What it is, guys, you can actually go in the description box and it's there. Do us a favour, Positive Vibes. Go and check to see if it says become a member. I think it can. I'll get it on silent. Yeah, if you check for us Positive Vibe and have a look to see if you can go in the description box and it might be there. Thank you very much, Valarachi. Yeah, that would be great. Let's do. But yeah, women can fight, 100%. But anyone, I'm telling you now, any cheek by anybody, get rid of them. I want no abuse on this channel at all. I don't want no idiots on it. I want everyone to feel comfortable on here and not get trolled or be abused, because no one deserves that. Big up from Belfast. Thank you, bro. A lot of top hard fighters in Ireland, like. Let us know Positive Vibes when you see, mate. Right, like I say, guys, I'm excited. You can probably hear it and see it in me. I'm just excited. Your mods are on it. Thank you, bro. How do I become part of all this? What do you mean, what do you mean, mate? Fighting? It's not there, mate. Well, I'll put it in when I've finished the... it should be there to become a member. What you do is you go to the home page on the channel and the join button's there. DCI Ditchfield, how do we become a part of all this? Can anybody let me know on the home page if the join, it's a blue button, it should be there, or even at the bottom of this video? Normally, they're on the videos, guys, eh? How do I sponsor you, Bilko Blue? Just email me, mate. You email Decker Reloaded, DECCAREALOADED @gmail.com. But I'll put it in the... After this, I've got off this, I'm going to put it in the top of the comments, my email. Anyone sending me? A lot of dibbies in here, isn't there? Anyone? Yeah, I want to have a crack at it. If you want to have a fight, mate, just email me. I've just given my email there. I'm going to actually put the email on the thing. But like I say, anybody that wants to sponsor us, you'll obviously get to attend because you're a sponsor there, but you'll get your business put up on a banner, like on a big 16-foot banner. So when the cameras are set up, you're going to get full exposure in front of hundreds of thousands of people when the fight's actually on. Do you know what I mean? But we've got a good set of mods. Idiots, the humble creep, no fear, Alan. Oh, do you want to become a mod? No fear, Alan. Johnny Ward, I'll fight. Listen, lads, you've got me. Listen, my email. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my email up after this live in the top of the comments, not the live comments, but the normal comments. And if you're interested in fighting, let us know. But if you've got any beef with anybody, this is what I'm going to... Listen to this, guys, now. If you have any beef with anyone and you want to have a fight, email me and send me a video calling whoever you're calling out, and I'll stick it up. Hopefully the person will respond and we can sort it out that way. Because sometimes it's quite hard to get hold of these people. Johnny Ward, you sound Irish, mate. Am I right? Are you Irish, Johnny? The Ward, normally the Ward name's Irish. It's like a hard, tough fighting name as well. I'll fight Ward. Listen, the thing is with me, guys, I know when people are genuine. Do you know what I mean? When you email me, like the two lads that I've just got, I've spoke to them over the phone. Johnny Ward, I've thought so, mate. Listen, bro, if you like email me, or like I say, mate, I'll put my email up and just contact me, and we'll have a chat on the phone, mate. But what do you all think? Even the travelling community, like anyone on the, what do you think about me bringing the bare knuckle rules in the fact a bit like street fighting rules? I mean, it's Queensberry rules, but I am allowing you to fight in the grapple and the clinch. So you know, like normally in a fight, it's as soon as you get close, break. There'll be none of that. You can actually hold on to each other, throw uppercuts and hooks. You can fight in the clinch. You can pull your opponent towards you. But if I'm not seeing you working, then I'll part you. Do you know what I mean? They got eyebrows 30 clean up, right? Could imagine, mate. Listen, this I don't believe. I think age same. I know men that are 50-odd-year-old that can still fight. I've got some stories, man. I'll tell you, I've seen some stories growing up. But like I say, you're always going to get trolls, guys, on the comments. You're always going to get people that are YouTube fighting men, but they never want to fight, do they? So is it round end or knocked out? No, mate. The thing is, Johnny, it is fight till last man. You either get knocked out or give up, or man gives best. But you can fight in the clinch and you can grapple each other. It's like street fight rules, but bare knuckle Queensberry. What I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to do a demonstration video in the next few days for everybody to put up to see what I mean. Just so everyone's aware of the rules and stuff like that. But it is BKB, but it's like if you listen to me, street fighting BKB, right? Where I've been in these fights myself. I get absolutely fed up. As soon as you get close to opponent, it's break up, and they don't let you work inside. Well, I'm going to allow you to grab hold of your opponent, fire the hooks, the uppercuts, grapple. But if you both fall to the floor, you'll be both get up and parted. Or if you're not working enough to my standard in the clinch and the grapple, then I'll pull you apart and you go again. But I just think, for me, on my watch, there'll be no draws, lads, and you know that. Everything you want, have to keep it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Wesley, mate. What I'm going to do is I'll have to find someone to demonstrate on. But I'm going to do a video and demonstrate the rules so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Let's just kind of it's like a street fight, but without head. It's a street fight with fists. That's the best way I can explain it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Johnny. Decker does know. Nah, I'm not into draws, man. I've been in them situations, and it's just stupid. And the thing is, as well, like what's the point in traveling 200 miles or having a fight for a 3-minute fight and to draw? Like for me, when you're a fighting man, there's nothing better than a good old tear up and loads of blood and both smashing each other to bits, and at the end of it, shaking hands. And I know that might sound a bit psychotic, but it's a really good buzz. It's a really good buzz. Alex Borden, how you doing, bro? Are you going to be fighting the first? No, I won't be on the fight on the first one, bro. I'm just going to kickstart it off. You know, I want to get it up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I just want, I'm trying to build a good community on this now. It's a different niche, but obviously I'm still going to do other videos as well for a lot of the other people that are on the channel that probably aren't into fighting. But I don't know. I don't know if you agree with me. Do you not think YouTube's become one of these things where everyone loves to watch a scrap? Like everyone actually likes to watch drama. Keep up, Decker. Thank you. New fighting. Well, yeah. And the thing is, I know my fights bring views and numbers, you know what I mean? So, are you changing from a fighter? Well, I'll say that Johnny in a minute. Are you changing from a fighter to a fair play? No, I'll be doing both, mate. I'll be doing both, mate. I know I'm 39, like, but I feel fitter and younger. I'm in better shape. I'm in great shape now than I was years ago, like, and I still feel like I've got it left in me. Do you know what I mean? And you know yourself, mate, when you're a fighting man, you want to get away from it, but there's always something pulling you back. And I think with men as well, it's kind of an ego thing. Like, you always want to keep proving yourself, and people say, "Well, you've nothing to prove." I know that, but in our minds, in a fighting man's mind, you always feel like you've got something left. Also, guys, we'll probably be traveling abroad. We'll be hitting the road. We've got some really big plans. It will be hard to get in Jupiter. Not on this watch, bro. We've got everything behind the scenes set in place. That's what we've been doing before they even come out with this. I just had to make sure that everything was spot on. It's amazing, isn't it? Because when I've been locked up a few times, the coppers have actually watched my fights. They enjoy watching them. I remember once a copper says to us, he goes, "I would rather watch you fight and two lads sort it out with the fists than someone gets stabbed or shot." And I think you would probably agree with me as well. Afternoon, NRA, Bo. How are we doing, buddy? How are we doing, right? How are we doing, buddy? So, yeah, guys, so when I come off this, if you want to be a part of it and attend, you can click the perks and choose one of the perks. The biggest perk, you can come to every single one. But like you say, if you're wanting to sponsor us, £299 to have your banner up. And to be honest, the sponsors obviously go towards the fighters' wages and stuff as well. Nothing goes in our pocket because, like I say, sometimes you've got to take a loss. But I'm willing to do that, and so is the lads with me, because we want to make this a success. How can you message me privately? Decker Reloaded at my email, bro. I'm going to put it up. But also, guys, as well, no, the fighters who do fight, no locations will be given out. Anyone that's coming will get the location on the evening or the day before, and if the location's given out, then that person will never attend again and will be turned away. You know what I mean? Sorry for picking my nose. I've got an itchy nose. Tell you one thing, Mike Tyson was right, hasn't it? YouTube and social media has become a platform for people to be hard men. You know what I mean? The thing is, guys, as well, you know, I've probably never had enough respect. 17 fights, right? 3 draws, okay? And 2 of them weren't draws. The one with the other Carlo lad, definitely, I would take that. And I don't think I've ever had respect from him. I don't think I've ever had respect properly. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever, you know, earned the respect from the public for what I've actually done in bare knuckle fighting. I think my only problem is I've never got to fight on the big bare knuckle shows and prove how good I really was. But I've done it behind closed doors. I've done it illegally. I've done it on camps. I've done it in bales. I've done it in warehouses. For me, that's proper bare knuckle fighting. You know what I mean? So I've got no regrets. No regrets. I was lined up to fight on BKFC in February, the next coming show that they're doing, but that got sabotaged. They were getting harassed by people, the trolls and stuff, and saying that I'm this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And they didn't want the bad publicity. So, you know, it's the way it is, guys. Listen, I don't dwell. I don't sit and, like I say, I've no regrets. Tell you the hard man that I've met. You probably know him from Derby, Decker Simkin. I met him at the Stephen Miller fight. He was, what a hard-looking man he was, but I tell you what a pure gentleman. Absolute gentleman he was. I think Decker's seen a few fair players back in the old day. Thank you, Ry Jones, mate. You need to put kicked money down. No, mate, you don't. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Has anybody heard of Decker Simpson from Derby? I first met him. I'd always heard of him, like, because I'd watched him back in when all the Bareknuckle Underground all started, and I seen him fair play. Decker from Swad, where I am. Do you know him, mate? Yeah. Tough fella. Really, really spot on, man. We got on really well. I know a lot of tough men. Has anyone ever heard of a man called Earl Ling from right down south? I actually had him in one of my podcasts, Earl. There we go. There's my email, guys. If anyone is interested in sponsoring us or fighting, but you know. But like I say, guys, I'm gonna try. Like, it's you get a lot of Avengers. What the students say they need to have in place. Yeah, doctors, mate. Yeah, we've got the medics and that, mate. Yeah. So I totally agree. Totally understand, mate. Totally agree. That's why there's been a lot of work in the background, mate. Because as a fighter myself, I know. But like I say, but another thing that I will say, and this is what I respected with the travelling community. You don't see the traveller say to the traveller, "I'm going to fight you, but do you want to bring the doctor down?" You know what I mean? Listen, when people say about getting killed in fights and stuff, right? Listen, anything can happen, right? I don't think I've ever heard of a man being killed in a bare knuckle fight, but you have in a boxing ring. But then in the streets, people get killed by smacking their head on concrete and getting sly digged. I can't stand people that sly punch people and do all stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sally, truth will out. Why don't you sit with yourself? Yeah. Lenny McLean is my uncle. What a set of... It was Lenny McLean, your uncle, Blue. And he was... I grew up idolising that man. The thing is, everyone goes on about Lenny, right, getting beat in the boxing ring. This is how the thick people don't understand stuff. Lenny McLean wasn't actually a boxer. He started trying to learn to box properly when he lost the first Roy Shaw fight. Lenny McLean was a street fighter, right? A street fighter. That is different to a boxer. So all the fights Lenny lost in the ring, right? Lenny was the governor on the cobbles, not the ring. Cliff Fields beat him, but would he beat him on the cobbles? Probably not. I mean, look at the size of Lenny McLean. He was 22 stone. I remember the fight when he fought Mad Gypsy Bradshaw. Did you see that? When Bradshaw stuck the head on him, Lenny McLean went nuts and took about 5 of them to hold him back. I don't think there'd have been many. The 2 men that I rate on the cobbles would be Paul Sykes and Lenny McLean, but even Lee Duffy as well. I was told he was an absolute knockout merchant. Told you, that's it, Bilky Blue. People go on about Lenny's fight in the ring. He got beat in the ring. So what? I'm more interested in Lenny on the cobbles. Lenny's story is about his life being brought up, about being abused from his stepfather and the anger and the rage that he had inside of him. Lenny started boxing late on in life. People don't understand. The thing is, yourself, mate, with you being family to Lenny, people don't understand the whole story behind the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with his boxing. Lenny was a cobbles man. I mean, I know a bloke that went down to the Hippodrome in I think it was 1990, 91. He said Lenny was on the door, and he said when he was standing on the door, the man just carried that menacing aura. He just said you just knew right then not to mess. And when Lenny was working, there was barely any trouble, man. And that was what someone I knew said. He went to the Hippodrome a few times, and he said Lenny McLean, if you were nice to him and respectful, he'd tell you to go and have a good night and enjoy yourself. You crossed him, you know what happens, don't you? Of course you can, Alan Bullis, mate. But like I say, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the next best boxer. I am looking for the hardest street fighter. I want to find people that are good on the cobbles, you know what I mean? But obviously the fights will take place on grass for safety reasons, or areas that I see. Decker, what if people pay to sponsor you and the trolls target their businesses? Well, that's the only problem, guys. That is, you're right, Mary. You know, if you do sponsor us, my trolls will probably target and harass you. That's what probably puts people off. But if you're not bothered about them, because they are, have you seen the state of them all? Like, have you seen them? That's down to you guys, you know. But you've got to remember it's a small minority of trolls compared to what? There's probably 205 people on here and probably about, what, 20 people that hate me? You know, so I know what you're saying, guys, you know. And that's why do you think I've had to go down this route? Why do you think I've never got onto a big bare knuckle fighting show? Why do you think that I've lost a lot of sponsorship money in the past? Why do you think I've lost a lot of work in the past? Because of these people. You know what I mean? And they go after everybody. I mean, I was going into business with Simon, and his family were harassed. They were writing messages under his Facebook page with pictures of his daughter and his missus. And these are people that say they protect women and children, yet they're writing derogatory, disgusting, vile remarks under pictures and comments. And, you know, that's the thing. But the thing is with me, I'm the face of the company. I'm thick-skinned. Target me. Don't target other people. I don't care. Call us a wrong'un, because I'm not. I've got all my paperwork. I know I'm not a wrong'un. You know. You got to understand, guys, as well. One thing I will say is, if I was a wrong'un, why am I always around my nieces and nephews? Wouldn't social services be involved? Come on. Anyone with common sense would know. You know what I mean? I don't know who that is, but there's a woman. I don't know. I don't know who is that. Who's that with the boobies out? I can't bring that on because we can't be doing that. Let's have a look. I can see you, love. Yeah, I know you're waving at me, but what's going on? Have a guess who it is, guys. Hedgehog Man. He's sitting there in the background with a woman with that. Honestly, Hedgehog Man. I tell you what, that man, I'll give him his due. He's got some obsession with me. And I know you're watching, pal. You must admire me a little bit, though, because you do, like, you know, you're always talking about me. You might as well put a poster of me in your bedroom so your missus can look at me while you're giving her one. But, yeah, guys, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Craig was in the chat just then with a double F, whatever it was, triple F, whatever, woman. Do you know what it is? I'd actually have a proper conversation with him, right? If he was sensible and just come on, but I just can't trust him. You know what I mean? If you want us to come on your show, Mr. Craig, got to make me an offer I cannot refuse. You got to have a laugh, haven't you, man? Listen, I'm taking nothing serious. You know, I just wondered if I'd ever have the same energy if you met me in person. You know what I mean? A lot of people have. Listen, I've had it before. I remember I was getting trolled 2 years ago, right? There was a guy on YouTube and he was giving us loads of grief. And he accidentally showed his picture. You know, like when you're on a live stream and he appears on your show, like he just accidentally showed his face. Well, see me, I've got a very photogenic memory, and I remembered this bloke. And I was in getting the train down to Sheffield, And I actually bumped into him at Sheffield train station, and I swear to God, the man was white as a ghost. I went right up to him and I goes, "Hello, Paul, remember me? You're the one that you've been giving a lot of cheek." I don't mean it, Decker, I'm only having a bit of a joke. Calling us a wrong un's a joke. But you know what? I couldn't have even hit him. He was 4'10", about 17 stone, and probably can't even see his own wiener. And that's what I'm kind of finding. Most of these trolls look like someone out of Star Wars. Hey, respect to him. If he's gay, he's gay. You know, I've got nothing against gay people, man, at all. Just come out and say you fancy me, son. He's probably seen the videos going around of my thing out, hasn't he? It's gonna make any man jealous, especially when they're sitting with the bird. But yeah. But I just like to say, man, I'm in a good place, man. I will be honest with you, right? I'd have a proper conversation with him, right? If he was just normal and sensible and just stop putting this persona on, because he's putting this act on, and he could probably hold a normal conversation, but he doesn't seem to wanna. You know what I mean? If he actually just sat and had a crack, tell me why he doesn't like me, and then I can accept it. Lazy Race Gaming Boys. But I'm in a good place, me guys. The thing is, I'm not gonna stoop to any level. And I'll tell you what. And my friend Leslie's been. I just want to give a shout to my friend Leslie, because she's been on my side she's been behind me for the last 4 years. She's seen everything that I've been through. She's always had my back, always had my back. And Leslie even knows herself. It's always the ones that are calling you are the ones that have got all the skeletons. And it's the way it is, isn't it? Please, if you're a moderator, chat to Decker regarding what will be. Have a look. I didn't see that. I need to put this event in business and choose doctors. Please, if you're a moderator, chat to Decker regarding what will be needed. But yeah. Listen, I'm not bothered, mate. How can it be targeted by trolls? Because nobody's going to know where it is. It's all done under the QT, man. No, listen, at the end of the day, do you honestly think the fighters give a... Listen, I've spoken to many bare-knuckle fighters. Most bare-knuckle fighters have got criminal records because we're fighting men, right? But you know yourself, right? If you're a wrong un, go and Google your name and it'll come up. Right, people say, "Oh, but yeah, but Jimmy Sav, he got away with it for so long." Jimmy Sav was best friends with the royal family, man. He was best friends with the highest echelons of society. That's why he got away with it. He was given the keys to do things, right? Now all these things have come out about people being abused and like all these new regulations. Everyone gets vetted. When you get a part in a film or Netflix or Amazon Prime, you are vetted. Trust me. I was vetted for Oliver Twist and Bulletproof, and I got the parts. Someone actually rang Bulletproof up and said I was a wrong un, and Bulletproof actually deep vetted me, and I kept my job because it came back that they were talking crap. But that's what I'm trying to say, guys. It's so easy to defame someone online and people believe it. And all I can say to people, guys, is do not believe what you hear on YouTube, because it's probably wrong. And people's lives are being ruined. People are committing suicide. And these people have got no conscience, man. They're sitting laughing now, and people laugh about it, and it isn't a funny thing, because the thing is, what if it happened in your family? What if your brother, what if your sister committed suicide due to cyberbullying? Would you still have the same energy to come online and destroy people's lives? I don't think you would. Do you know what I mean? I just think people need to think twice before you write something. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand, right, why people go on that Humbles live. I mean, I don't understand why people do it. I don't. Listen, I do not understand. Listen, I'm nobody special, but people have now got platforms on the back of targeting me, and they've now used that to build a platform. But I'm away from all that. I need to talk about the company and the bare knuckle fighting and stuff, guys. So, but listen, I'm going to leave you with that. We've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. Thank you for everyone watching. I love you all. So listen, click join to become a member. You'll see the new perks that are set up. If you don't find them, I'll actually put them in the comment section. I'll also put my email. The thing is, guys, if you are sending me an email from an anonymous account, send me a picture of yourself. I want to see who you are and your number to see if it matches, and we'll speak. Truth, we've done it, mate. You're worrying too much, bro. It's all been done. But I respect your concerns, mate. But yeah. So everyone, guys, I'll probably go live again tonight. Hopefully, we're gonna get our first videos up. If you want to become a member, you can. If you're interested in sponsoring us, you can. You'll get full exposure. You will get targeted by the trolls, but if you don't care about them and they're talking rubbish, listen, if you do want to sponsor us and you're serious about it and you want to meet up in person and see my paperwork, that is not a problem because I'm clean. So I don't have any qualms about that, because we are looking for people to sponsor us to pull the show further and move forward in a good way and get past all this, because we can't have the trolls keeping ruining everything. And at the end of the day, this can't be ruined. But people who do sponsor me will be targeted. I'm warning you now. But if it's a concern to you, you can meet me in person and come and see me, and I'll show you all the paperwork and prove what they're lying. They will harass you, but you just block them. Don't entertain them. If you keep entertaining them and engaging with them, that's when it does play with your mind, guys. You know what I mean? So listen, I love you all. God bless. Thank you for the donations, guys. You can follow us on all our platforms in the link below, and I will put the new things in the comment section, guys. So for now, God bless and respect.